Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Alright, next up we got Darren the Damage Elkins taking on Julian Juicy J Erosa in a featherweight battle that could very well turn into an absolute bloodbath or a feel-good Rocky montage depending on how many elbows land. Elkins is the definition of grit, toughness, and bleeding on everything in sight. Erosa, he's taller, slicker, and more likely to end the fight with a flying knee than a grind session. Both guys are on 2-fight win streaks. Both are durable veterans. Let's break it down. Darren the Damage Elkins comes in a plus 300 underdog with a record of 29-11. If there were an official UFC award for most likely to look like he lost even when he won, Elkins would have retired with the trophy years ago. This man's nickname isn't metaphorical, it's literal. The Damage walks into fights like a guy who just clocked out from a steel mill and leaves looking like he went through a wood chipper with attitude. But he wins because he's well-rounded, relentless, and tough as 20-year-old shoelaces. Elkins is a Division II NCAA wrestler, a BJJ black belt, and he throws with the kind of reckless abandon only found in movies where the hero takes 47 punches before mounting a comeback. He's not fast, he's not powerful, but he's got volume, cardio, and heart for days. And while he gets hit a lot, he's got a chin made out of regret-proof titanium. With 7 KOs and 8 subs, he's not afraid to go wherever the fight takes him, even if that's directly into someone's elbow 14 times. And let's be honest, if you're picking Elkins, you're not picking clean technique. You're picking a 15-minute crime scene. Julian Juicy J Erosa comes in a minus 285 favorite with a record of 30-11. Julian Erosa is what happens when you give a scarecrow a black belt and let him spar with chaos. He's tall for the division, he's rangy, and he's one of those guys who can finish a fight anywhere it goes. 11 knockouts, 14 submissions. This man is the human version of a Swiss Army knife with a mullet. He's also a bit of a wild card. You never really know what you're going to get with Juicy J. One fight he's piecing a guy up with slick combos and slipping strikes like he's on ice skates. The next, he's brawling in a phone booth and getting hit by punches you could see from space. But lately, he's looked sharp. He's riding a 2-fight win streak and seems to be finding that sweet spot between chaos and composure. He's got the length, the finishing instincts, and just enough unpredictability to make you uncomfortable at all times. Against someone like Elkins, that's a great tool to have, especially if you prefer not to get ground into a pile of bruises and sadness. So, who wins? This is the classic matchup, durable grinder versus lanky finisher. Elkins is going to try to drag Erosa into deep waters, slow the fight down, and make it ugly. He wants this to look like two guys fighting over the last protein bar at a gas station. Erosa, on the other hand, is going to look to keep range, land clean, and hopefully get Elkins out of there before the damage gets too, well, damaging. If Elkins can survive the early shots and turn this into a grind, he could absolutely pull off the upset, but that's a big if. Erosa's got the tools, the momentum, and the advantage in both speed and reach. And while Elkins is the guy who thrives in chaos, Erosa creates chaos, just with more finesse and less blood loss. Official pick Julian Erosa. Give me Juicy J to stay composed, pick Elkins apart on the feet, and either get a late finish or a clean decision win. Elkins will make it dirty, and he might wear more blood than an 80s horror villain, but in the end, Erosa's range and finishing threat should be too much. Julian Erosa by decision, or by TKO with Elkins waving at the ref through the plasma curtain. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.